What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the TCG Empire YouTube channel. Today we are going over Trash Deck Thursday. If you're new here, you're not sure what this is. It's where we take the deck of the week and pair it against the worst possible matchup that it could play against. So this week we did take a look at Gengar VMAX, and Gengar VMAX is a very dominant card, but it does have some flaws depending on what you're playing against. So the deck of the week that I chose to analyze is Regice again. The reason why Regis is so good against the Gengar VMAX is just because with Gengar VMAX, it does have a ton of HP, but you can hit weakness with it with things like the Regirock, whereas with Regirock, with a choice belt, you can hit for super high numbers, or just in general, you can hit for 280 damage. So when it comes to the aspect of it, you can set this up in one turn. You're only trading one prize for a possibility of 3. And the best part of playing Regis is the fact that with Gengar VMAX, Fear and Panic does not work against this deck. As you can see, we're playing all one prizers, and so Fear and Panic does not get its ability to be boosted when it comes to the damage output, so it's really doing 0. And then with the Gengar VMAX 2, it means that they have to use Gmax Swallow Up due to the nature of things like Regigigas or Regice, or really all of the Regis having over the threshold of the 60 damage if it was 60 plus 60. So either way, you're forcing the Gengar player to use Gmax Swallow Up, which means that they're going to have to be spending 3 energy to hit for 250 plus damage to only take 1 prize. And with Regigigas, you can use Gigaton Break, which does 150 plus 150, and so the math makes it to where you're hitting 300, and if they ping themselves for 20, they're getting KO'd anyways. And then we have just the kind of staple list. We are playing 4 Path to the Peak. 4 Path to the Peak isn't really doing anything into Gengar as they play Path 2, but it's just a good stadium in general for Regis. And then we do have Artisan. Artisan lets you kind of search the missing pieces. And then we're going pure consistency, and we are running 1 Choice Belt. Choice Belt is just for the situations where the Regirock can hit for the total of 300 plus damage in order to take 3 prizes. And then the energy split, we're actually doing a little bit different energy. We're doing 3 Luminous, and then we have 2 basic fighting since Regirock is our main attacker. Then we have 1 grass energy just to set up Regidrago. You have 1 basic lightning just so that way you can kind of go and set up things like the Regilecky if you need to do extra damage somewhere. 1 fire again for the Regidrago, and then we actually have 1 basic water. The reason why we have water in here so that way we can attack with Regice, because it actually can be really good into Gengar. With them not being able to attack the following turn, you can kind of set things up with Blizzard Bind to where they can never really attack. And Blizzard Bind is super solid. It does do 100 damage, and it does do 130 with the Choice Belt. So with Regis, you really have an out to everything that they may throw at you. And if they're playing Lost Zone, it's super awkward, but most Gengar lists are playing Path to the Peak because they don't have an ability, so it shuts everything off. And so with this deck, you can actually apply a lot of pressure and really utilize everything that has going forward. And as I said before, with Regirock, it is a 1 prizer that can potentially take 3 prizes. So if you KO back-to-back Gengars, since Gengar V isn't the best attacker for, the Gengar deck to use, it means that you can take multiple prizes and really kind of set yourself up for success. And again, they can't do much except for use the 250 plus attack, in which case they can't attack the next turn, and then Fear and Panic does absolutely nothing. So I don't have any gameplay today, unfortunately. I can't find any games against Gengar, and Zach is busy at the moment, so we can't really figure it out. But I will try and get a gameplay at some point, maybe just throw it up on the weekend or something like that, just so you guys can see. But technically speaking, and in theory, and everything that we talked about on Tech Tuesday, Regis is probably the best deck that you can play in a format filled with Gengar. You just have to hope that you don't brick when it comes to the general setup. But as always, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it, smash that like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Otherwise, I will catch you guys in Final Standings Friday. And I'll also be sure to put this deck list in the comments just so you guys can try it out for yourselves. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's Final Standings Friday.